So as everybody knows, Donald Trump repeatedly referred to Greenland as Iceland on Wednesday during his speech in front of the entire world. Iceland, 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 Iceland. But he meant Greenland. So you got to imagine that the White House comms department, led by Karoline Leavitt, oh boy, they got their hands full. However, are they going to spin it? Well, Karoline Leavitt decided that the best way to spin it is to just literally tell people that never happened. Nope. The thing you saw, the thing you heard, Karoline Leavitt came out publicly saying, no, that didn't happen. So here's how that happened. On Twitter, you had a News Nation correspondent, Libby Dean, said President Trump appeared to mix up Greenland and Iceland around 3 times. That was on Twitter that Libby Dean said that. Now, she did not tag Karoline Leavitt. She did not tag the White House. She didn't tag the White House War Room. Didn't tag anybody. She just said from her own Twitter account, like, Trump messed up and said Iceland instead of Greenland at least 3 times. Karoline Leavitt sees this tweet, decides for no reason at all to respond to it, and says, no, he didn't, Libby. His written remarks referred to Greenland as a piece of ice because that's what it is. You're the only one mixing anything up here. So the thing that billions of people around the planet heard yesterday live as it happened, only Libby Dean actually heard it because it didn't really happen. That is what Karoline Leavitt, the youngest press secretary ever, wow, how admirable. That's what she said. It didn't happen. So all of us who think it happened, we're crazy. We're insane. We're the ones with Trump derangement syndrome. There is something seriously wrong with Karoline Leavitt. I firmly believe that if she had to go in for psychiatric testing, she wouldn't leave. They would have her committed. That's what I personally believe. I think there is something deeply psychologically wrong with her. The rage alone should have her in counseling. But the denial of reality, that is a very serious mental illness. That is the type of thing that ends up getting people committed or put into homes. And she is literally doing it publicly. And the kicker is, for no reason. She didn't have to do that. She wasn't tagged. She wasn't addressed. This wasn't during a press briefing. So it's not like she had to say something because it's right there on camera. It was some person that works for News Nation on Twitter said something. And all you had to do, Karoline, was ignore it. But whatever demons you have kicking around in here, possibly literally kicking in there, forced you, compelled you for some reason to go and respond to this comment by literally denying reality happened. Every step of what I just described could be a different mental illness. Not a mental condition, genuine illness. And Karoline Leavitt needs help. Because if she is this bad at 28 years old, how bad is her brain going to be in 10 years, right? Like, how much are these mental illnesses that, again, I believe she has, granted I'm not a doctor, but how bad are they going to get when left untreated? It's like a cancer that she's just letting continue to grow and take over her body by not seeking the psychiatric help that it is so very obvious she needs. But this is utter insanity. Telling the world on Twitter that what all of us just saw literally never happened. That's an illness that she needs to get treated immediately. I do want to address some more comments that have come through here. V-Man says, one good thing Trump is doing is he is tanking the global far right with his insanity. The more he tanks them, the better the world becomes. That silver linings, sometimes we got to find them where we can, but I like that. Gargoyle Dragon says, the admin personnel that we don't send to The Hague should never get a decent job ever again. And if they complain, all we have to do is point to their incompetence they're clearly showing now. I agree. Unfortunately, Karoline Leavitt is not going anywhere for a long time. And I'm not saying she's staying with the administration for a long time. I do not think she will. What I mean is that we will be dealing with Karoline Leavitt for years, if not decades to come. She will either get a job in conservative media, she will start her own podcast, or she'll run for office in a safe red district where she knows she can win. So we unfortunately will have to deal with this, cretin for God knows how long. She may be doing it longer than I am, because I've got, a good 14, 15 years on her in age. So she could be around longer than me, unfortunately. Although, as we've seen from a lot of people in this administration, hate and anger ages you really, really badly. So maybe not. I don't know. Carlos says the Nobel Peace Prize Committee should take a page from FIFA and create a new category for most evil anti-peace prize and nominate Trump. I'm all for that. Lauren Tamara says, the fact that his followers think he is a good military strategist is just jaw-dropping. He embodies 4 of the 5 dangerous faults of a leader. The last, he goes so far in the other direction that it becomes a whole new fault. Cliff Masta says, is there enough exorcists out there to banish the demons out of Karoline Leavitt? I doubt it. I also doubt that. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.